Hey guys, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 with me, Brad M73, and now with the Big Bud DLC. This will be like the first, I guess, episode that I'll be doing after that DLC was released. And did I ever fertilize? Yes, I did fertilize Field 11. Okay. So yeah, the DLC came out yesterday. I did a bunch of live stream, well, 2 live streams, 2 actual live streams. So that was pretty cool, and a lot of you seem to really like the Big Bud. I think it's really great myself. But I wanted to start off really quick because we're a little bit low on funds, and so I thought I would mow and wrap all the bales on the field here. So I'm going to do that before I get started with the rest of the episode. So enjoy this time lapse, and we'll see you back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. We are finished up with the mowing here. And it's a little after 9 in the morning. Let's go ahead and pop this bale off the back. Look at all these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... 18, 19, I'm not even going to count. We got a bunch. Probably close to 40, I would guess, bales. So I'm pretty happy with that. In the meantime, we're going to drive up to the farm. I'm just going to see where the growth is on the oilseed radishes. We're probably going to have to speed up time a little bit in order to get those growing. But maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, I should have picked up that grass coming up the hill. Nope, still not grown. So let's go ahead and fast forward time, because we still have a lot of work to do. That we do. Put this stuff away here. So, if you guys haven't watched it, you might want to watch the episode 46 part 2 live stream, because it's actually going to feature basically everything I did up, between that episode and now, in order to, get my Big Bud and some of the new equipment. We bought a Helianthus header, and we've got our Big Bud 450. This is actually the smaller of the two. And the Bednar, one of the Bednar, well, actually it's the only Bednar cultivators. And it's a biggie. So let's see. I need to look and see what... Going the wrong way here. So we got 975 on canola at Gomez Ridge Acres. which is not a bad price, actually. Oh. And with that, we're going to have to start up the big bud and get rolling here. I think like canola and sunflowers are going to be kind of what I'm going to need to harvest right now, or what I'm going to have to plant actually. So I'm going to get this guy started. And then there we've got our kind of Christmas style fent, not really, but with the Helianthus header on there. Oh, I did sell one of the little tratters. How many pigs are we up to? Probably around 282. We're definitely gonna have a pig episode coming up here soon. But I'm not gonna sell yet. We're gonna sell once we get to the harvest. Because then we'll have, you know, a lot of pigs that we can sell and all that good stuff. Alright. This is the guy I want, I think. And we gotta go over and get the big cedar. So this is, again, this is the Great Plains cedar. Great Plains. Sorry if that wasn't clear. And we're going to use this to plant really everything. Maybe not everything, because with this cedar, I do have to go back and refertilize. This one only has, if you notice down at the bottom right, it only has the seed in there. It doesn't have the fertilizer. So yeah. In the meantime, over here, I'm gonna just let him. We're gonna have to come back and redo this field, but I think we'll be all right. We're gonna jump in here. I'm gonna go pick up that Bale, the Bale loader. There we are. I can't see where I'm going. There we go. Oh, one thing I wanted to look at Bale's. Is that the price for the... I don't know if those are straw bale. Yeah, biogas plant. Ooh, $339. Ooh. I might actually have to go and get the front loader for that. Because we're going to make way more money front loading this in than we are selling at the barn here. So yeah, let's go get the front loader. You should probably use a Bale fork, but the pallet forks will work. Come on, nah. Hey, wait a second. There we go. There we are. Okay, Helper E has completed their task. That is this guy here, and we're just gonna have to go over the bits that, for whatever reason, didn't cultivate. It's probably because we have the trees down here, and you know there would be trouble turning around. That is like one of the problems you're going to have with this monstrous equipment. And this stuff is absolutely huge. It's way bigger than any of the other equipment that we've had so far. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go through like each individual piece of machinery, primarily because I've already done that with the live streams. I will also be making an episode that will kind of show each individual piece as well. But I'm not going to do that during my regular Let's Play, so just so you know and don't get disappointed. So this big bud, I think, is the one that's, I think it's 500 horsepower, either 400 or 500. And as you'll know, if you look at the back, these do not have a 3-point hitch. So there's actually a hitch adapter that you'll need to buy if you want to use any of the equipment that requires a 3-point hitch with the big bud. All right. So back to our front loader. And I'll show you kind of what my plan is for selling these up at the biogas plant. And I'm really hoping there's a drop-off point for the round bales and I won't have to actually forklift them in, but I'm not convinced there is. That is a lot of bales. What? It's already growing back. Oh, I guess I did speed up time, didn't I? Good, because I'm going to come down and mow again. No, I'm just kidding. Not right now. All right. So now we'll just head up to the biogas plant and see what our options are like. One thing you cannot do is you can't just dump these into one of the silos. Not that I would have expected you to be able to do that, but you never know. Some people might wonder. Now, I noticed that there's like a little square coming out here. Now, typically, when you're at the biogas plant, you would actually dump the silage directly down in here with a front loader with a bucket on it. But I'm going to see what happens if I just ever so closely back this up. And this will mean I won't have to front load it in, which would be awesome. And I guess I do anyway. Wah. Well, it was worth a shot. I didn't think it was going to work, but I was right. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to knock these top guys in here. Okay, there's... Okay, 980, so almost $1,000 for that one. Not too bad. Oh, and you know what? I have seen forks. I wonder... Let me look here really quick. No, not the screen. Now, I was thinking of maybe the large Bale fork, but I don't think that's really going to do what I wanted to do either. Telehandlers. I think I was kind of thinking more along the lines of a manure fork, like a really wide fork that I could pick up. What I want to try to do is pierce each one of these. That says I've got 8,000 right now, right? So I just pick this up, and I'm really careful. Boing. That's not too bad. So I might end up, let's see here. Alright. Let's tab around here. We want to get started with this guy for one. And look at that. Field number 12 is already done. It's well, there's a little bit left, but for the most part, it is done cultivating. So while that is seeding, we're just going to jump here into the cultivator. And we're going to... Man, look at all the fuel this thing's burnt already. Of course it has gone over the field. Well, I don't know. That's still a lot of gas. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do this little bit. We'll be done, and I'm going to move over to field 13. Oh, this is so cool to be able to do this much work. All right. So let's go ahead and fold this up. And wait, what was the other thing? We needed canola, right? Ah. Oh, I was on the right screen. Yeah, sunflowers and canola. So I think maybe these three fields, I'm gonna, like 12, 14, and 13, I'll plant sunflowers on, and then all the rest I'll do canola. How's that? I do believe that will work. So here's the inside of the Big Bud 450. Pretty retro there. And I'll just hire the worker and he'll get started. Whoa, look at field number 5. I might actually have to harvest that. Oh wait, it's not done. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, so those guys are going to work, so we're going to go back over and get some more bales. I think that works out pretty well. You know, one other thing I'm going to have to try, there's a bale trailer. I keep meaning to try it, that somebody sent me. It's supposed to auto pick up bales. I don't know how it does it, but it's supposed to do it, and I have yet to try it. But it holds a lot. It holds looks like it holds maybe 10 or 12 bales instead. Maybe more than that. Maybe like 16. I don't know. It holds a lot more than this little dinky thing, though. Helper F has completed their task. So Helper F has completely seeded that field already. Field number 14. I mean, see how much faster this is going to work when we get, you know, some bigger tractors. And I'm not going to go with all Big Bud stuff. I mean, I'll probably swap out the 450 for the really Big Bud. The what is that? The 747. Because it's kind of like the tractor to end all tractors. All right. And if we look at let's see, if we look at just horsepower ratings. 99, 102, 145, 166. Getting up into the 300 range. 400. So the Challenger, the MT900E is 536. The Big Bud 450 is 500. And actually with this, you can get this up to 646, which is pretty good. The Big Bud 747 is 1,100 horsepower, which is pretty crazy. The other biggest tractor is the Field Anaconda. This also goes up to 646. Black Edition, that only goes up to 400. That's the second biggest tractor I have. And what was the other one? Oh, the Case Quad Track. This one goes up to 692, so almost 700 horsepower. So still nothing comes close to the Big Bud. Nothing at all. We've still got quite a bit of seed in there, so that's good. Alright, so we'll head back. because I do think we're going to need some seed and some fertilizer before everything is said and done. And we're going to need the money. So I think instead of driving the trailer over and picking it up, I think I'll just drive the seeders over. It's just a little bit quicker that way. Now, some people have recommended buying the placeables, the you know, the placeable seed. What are they called? These things, fertilizer tanks. The problem is refilling will cost you a higher price for seed than buying it in big bags at the shop, and it's a lot more. I'm not exactly sure what it is, and I'd have to actually do some experimentation to figure that out. But it is significantly more expensive, almost twice the price. And when you're in hard mode, getting money is already tough enough. I know. No. Well, screwed that up. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of surprised at how much, you know, this really isn't that difficult to do, to pick these up with the fork. There we go. Excuse me. Come on. Come on. C is almost finished. The other thing we can do, like for when we get the big seeders, is we'll be able to drive just the seed tank over to the, you know, over to the shop and just feed it up from there, or seed it from there. So that's something else that we can do. The heck? Watch this. Whoa. See, we'll just take this with us. We'll take this up to the biogas plant with us and get even more money. All right, away we go. So that's 9 bales at least. It's on there pretty good. It's not going anywhere. See how well it blocks our view. That's not too bad. Helper D has completed their task. Is Helper D already finished? Wow. No! I guess it helps if I use kind of like an isolinear view here. There we go. Excuse me. All right, let's dump this off again. Just try not to screw it up again like I did last time. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, 2 of the bales sold. That's good. Come on, fold up. There we go. Whoa. Aw, come on. You're killing me. What the heck? Come on. There we go. I think I will be able to skewer these 2. Just like that. And man, we're gonna have over 30,000. We've gotten, I mean, that's pretty darn good money right there, guys. Ah. Stop popping up course play. I have my course play button on my mouse, and sometimes I just hit it on accident. Silo King doing its thing. All right, so let's tab around again. Okay, so he's finished. I don't think we're gonna have enough seed to put, you know, to plant field 13 all the way. I just don't foresee that as happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've got to go over here. I don't own that field. Yes, I know. But I do own this one. Okay. So now, there is kind of, it's not really a bug, it's just the way the hired helper will not go to the end of the field down here, probably because he knows he can't turn around. So, instead, we're just going to do it manually, which is really not that big of a deal. when you've got a gigantic cultivator. And this thing is pretty freaking awesome. Okay. While that folds up, I am going to get this guy started. All right, off to home. Look at how big I mean, just look at the other one is the big Massey Ferguson. And it looks like a little case tractor by comparison. Okay, so, wage payment, that's good. You know, 20 miles per hour is a little bit on the slow side, I will say. It's not terribly bad, but it's bad enough. So I am just going to leave this out here. And, you know, it'll probably make more sense to drive these into, you know, drive these in with this guy because he's just faster. Yeah. Actually, we have some seed. It's the fertilizer we don't have. Let me see what's in this other one. Oh, that one's actually almost full, so we can go ahead and just use that, and then I'll drive this in and get him filled up. Just top it off with whatever. There we go. See, now this guy doesn't have a 3-point hitch, so it'll be interesting to see if I can even connect this up. And look, no, I cannot. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna go over to plows, and I'm gonna buy this trailed lifter. Trailer with a 3-point hitch for tractors without one. We're gonna buy that. And I think I should be able to pick this up with the pickup truck. What do you guys think? Pickup truck, yay, nay? I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do this. Whoa. Going 76 miles an hour. This is like me driving through the country. Watch out. Ah! I hope they don't have security cameras. That would not be good. You know, I do think that it would be kind of cool if there were like police cars around the town, and if there were actually rules to how you're supposed to drive your tractors on the roads, and if you were not heeding those rules, then you know, you might get in trouble for that. All right, awesome, yay! See, now I can farm with the pickup truck. Look at how big this thing is compared to the pickup truck. And it's weighted down quite a bit too. That actually kind of surprises me. I don't think it would really weigh the back end of a pickup truck down that much, but I don't know, stranger things have happened. So now you'll see how this little thing works, so that you know, you can use it on, you know, in your game properly. Yipes! And apparently the brakes aren't all that great on this truck. Not that they are on pickups in general. Pickups tend to have that light back end. It's not very nice. So there, we got that connected, and this should now be able to connect up. Come on, back her up. If I can... Why do I have the fuel? Oh. And there we go. So now we can go and seed canola. Maybe. Alright. Uh-oh. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see how this works, because it is following behind so far. Like, so far so good, but it's a little weird. Okay. I'm gonna just hire the worker now and see what he does. I think he might get a little confused right here, as I was right. So I think what I'm going to do, let's do the rest of this field, and then we're going to put him on to field 19, see if he has any better luck with the... I don't know if there's going to be more room there or not. Actually, I don't think there is, to be honest. I can't say this is like the ideal way to use one of these at all. but it works. And we'll just wrap it around here like that. Uh-oh. There, I just made it way more complicated. There we go. And I gotta cut it really tight here. Yeah, like a boss. Now I think I'm gonna have to go over and I'm gonna have to buy another. Actually, you know what? I think I have seed in here. Yes. Where is my front loader? Let's just drive this back over to the farm for right now. I can finish selling all this stuff off screen. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue using that 3-point hitch, but it will come in handy for the plow later on, that's for sure. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know what song I'm singing. I'm just humming a bunch of BS. Okay, so we'll drop this off here. And then I'm gonna have to get the, I think both of these are fairly empty. So I'm gonna have to get the fuller one. Gosh darn it. That one's 481. This one is 72. I think it's going to be the 481. All right. So like now the new problem that we're dealing with is getting, you know, enough seed. You know, I know that we have like these small seed pallets, but I wish we had large seed pallets. I don't know why they don't, you know, like the chemical pallets or, you know, the liquid fertilizer. We should have, you know, dry fertilizer in pallets that big, honestly. Oh. It's filling up. All right. So I don't know, maybe it is gonna kind of pay off to seed with I'm thinking, folks. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. Oh, no, no, no. That's not the... That is not the vehicle I wanted to be inside of. Alright, so we got the canola hooked up there. Gonna have to go down, buy some fertilizer. And we'll just drive this to the shop and be done. Well, not done. I also I forgot to mention before I did do some jobs. Not exactly sure how much money I made. 60, 80, 100,000, I don't know. But I did get the loan paid down quite a bit. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier in this episode. Oh, crap in a handbag. I just remembered something. Need one seed bag, 2 of these for this guy. Okay. Yay, okay. I thought I was going to have problems getting the fertilizer in. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work right. So I'm just going to take this to like field 22 and just have him get started, and I'll have a more powerful tractor come down later and take over for him. Nice blue water. And yes, I know this is going to be slow as molasses, but at least we're getting some seeding done. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, so the big guy here is finished. Not quite, but for the most part. let's see here. Sorry, wrong page. Placeables. So the seed tank. Right now, we're almost empty. We've only got 2% of seed in here, right? And this tank, let's just look really quick. This tank holds... I'm going to do an experiment here. Where is it? Where is it? This tank holds 5,800 liters. So it should essentially take a little bit less than 6 seed pallets, right? The seed pallets are $900. So that's 5,400, right? Now, Now what I'm gonna do, actually, I should save my game before I do this. Just in case I want to go back, because I think the money loss is going to be rather significant. I'm just going to buy a seed tank, right? And we're going to put the seed tank, like, right here. Oh, there we go. I was like, how do I rotate this? I know I can. All right, so there's our seed tank. We're going to pull up here until refill sower. All right, now I need to borrow some money here, so we're going to borrow... I have like 50,000, 48,000 is pretty close. And I'm going to keep track of how much money I have. So, 48,000. I'm just going to say 200. So let's go and fill this up. Hopefully, once this is finished filling, I don't think it will, but I'm hoping that it'll give me a number of how much money I spent. I mean, there's 3,000 right there, and we're not even halfway full. Oh, cool. You can see the seed filling up down in there. So let's do some quick math here. I'm going to get my calculator out. So we got 48,200 minus, essentially, I'll just say 38,000. And that's 10,200, which is over double what it would cost to get the seed bags. So it's kind of, and I think fertilizer is even more expensive. So it's kind of one of those things where, you know, you just kind of have to figure out for yourself whether or not it's worth, you know, buying those things and, you know, going from there, I guess. I'm not really 100% like, I don't know. This is kind of a scary proposition here. But let's go and get the... There we go. This is what Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to end up using that little cart thing or not. It might be more trouble than it's worth. Well, I guess I'll have to keep it for the plow. And that plow will definitely come in useful on some of the larger fields. Though, they do have that new subsoiler, which is absolutely awesome. Alright. Now, the only other thing I'm going to need to do for now is, let's see, where is it? We're out here. I totally forgot what that thing is. Oh, we're going to have to make sure that we have plenty of liquid fertilizer because we're going to have to spray 3 of those fields. The other fields will be fine because we're going to fertilize those down, but these guys, we're going to have to do some more fertilization with those. One other thing I did want to check. Whoops, sewing machines. Or that one, okay, that does do fertilization. This one does not, though. That one doesn't do corn. So this is the Horse Maestro. Looks like it's the widest cultivator, or I'm sorry, the widest seeder at 9 meters that'll do corn. I don't care about soybeans as much, but sunflowers, corn, and sugar beets. Yep. So that's the widest one that'll do those crops. Whoops. With fertilization. So it's kind of like, you know, even though the other one's more than twice as wide, are we wasting more time, you know, doing the spraying and all the other stuff? I'll tell you, quite no. Okay, that's empty. That's got a little bit in it. So, no. So essentially we're going to have to go down. We're going to have to get this ready to do the spraying. I'll do all the rest of the planting off screen. I think we're just about out of time though. Let's look at the clock, and yeah, we're pretty much out of time. So guys, thank you once again for hanging out with me. I will see you back for more Farming Simulator 17 with the Big Bud expansion. Just going to try to make some more money and get some more equipment, some of this big equipment. As always, don't forget to like this video. It helps me out tremendously, and please leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing, favorite, all that good stuff. If you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Also, if you are a subscriber and you want to receive notifications on when I post new videos, live streams, any new content, make sure to hit the little bell button next to my my subscribe button, and that'll make sure that you get all the notifications. Also helps me out tremendously. So guys, thanks again. Farming Simulator 17. I'm Brad M73. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.